welcome back to my channel. And hopefully this time my phone won't fall off this mount. Started to record this 3 times, and by the time I get ready to start recording, it fall off the mount. I don't know what's going on with it. It has been a while since I posted a video. I do apologize for that. And pretty much with stuff going on that wasn't videotaping. I do got a few videos I need to edit to upload. Little small ones that I was waiting on to get built up. But I figured I'd do this little update vlog. Let everybody know what's going on and what's happening. Which I did do an update vlog, I think one day last week, but something kept happening, and anyway, when I was trying to check it out, it wasn't doing good. This time I'm going ahead and downloading it straight into YouTube. That way I know for sure that it's getting uploaded. So, what has been going on? Well, I am pretty much done with the truck as far as getting it running where I can actually drive it. I do got 2, I don't know if they're small or big things I need to do. One is the exhaust, which I do have some bad news on that part. Bad news on it is the cross pipe that I had originally purchased. When I first put it together, I put it together wrong, and then the other day I worked a long tire, hours at a time, getting those separated, and tried several different ways, and found out my X pipe just will not work. No matter where I locate it, it's going to end up being either way too close to the dry shaft, or it's definitely going to touch the dry shaft. But I can easily go with some straight pipes into my mufflers, and everything will be fine. So it's just going to be complete dual exhaust instead of crossover, which is okay. Disappointing considering the price I paid for those. That ended up that it didn't even work. But do have everything set up. I got those 2 sensors on there, although I'm gonna have to take them off so I can finish tightening up 2 bolts that happens to be blocking the O2 sensor, because I figured I'd put them on and then stick it up, bolt it up. That way I didn't have to worry about trying to get in that tight spot to put the O2 sensors in. And when I got done with that, I realized I should have waited about putting no 2 sensors on. Still got to plug them up, so left them unplugged because I realized I'm going to have to undo these. Now, the other thing you've probably been thinking that, well, the only thing else that I've been talking about is the power steering line. Well, no, that's not the problem. I got the power steering line, I got the steering wheel on. I do need to work on my switch, my turn signal switch. When I put it in, when I turn it to the left and back, it clicks off. When I go to the right and turn it back left, for some reason it don't. So I don't know if the spring came loose, undone, or what. But it is a brand new switch, so it can't be much. But no, what the small part is my flat tire that I had fixed, or I thought I fixed, has gone flat again. So I'm going to end up having to either see if it's leaking around the rim, because if you've seen some of my other vlogs and videos, you see where I was working on it and I had it on jack stand and it slid off the jack stand. And it's a foot over from where it was. So I'm wondering if while it moved, it might have popped the rim loose, the wheel loose from the rim. letting it leak around there. But either way, I gotta get that fixed. That and the exhaust, I do need to change a few things, but nothing that could stop me from actually driving it. So this weekend, I will be able to do its first test drive since the LS swap. Really, really excited about that. Can't be more happier. As far as the exhaust, of course I've changed the headers on it. And before that, with the other headers, I had bought downpipes that somebody had pretty much done headers, and that was with downpipes, and cut off part of the exhaust. And they decided to go with long headers. I don't know what they did with the heads, but all I needed was the extension, which didn't fit the headers that I had, which the headers I had wouldn't, there was too much touching the rails. But ended up, these mounted right onto the new headers, and instead of using the downpipe that came with them, which I still may use, I decided, well, I'm going to use those while they got those extensions, and I'll be able to just extend the pipe pretty easy. Sure enough, those end up working perfect. So that was, I just put a flex hose on it, flex exhaust pipe on it, and extend it out, and then I'll put straight pipe in there and be able to hook it straight up to my mufflers. End up with the pipe extensions that I got, end up having to put two of those together on one side just to see if it worked, and sure enough, it gives the right distance. So since I wasn't able to use the fixed pipes, I'm not going to get rid of those, because I will use them on another project. Just it's not going to be on the truck, obviously. So right now, the plan is that I'm pretty much going to be getting two pieces of pipe that you can get at a part store, put it on there, extend it, and then I'll later on take it to an actual muffler shop and have them put me a real good pipe all the way through. Before then, want to change the transmission brace. On it, it's got a loop on the driver's side where the exhaust can go through, and on the passenger side it don't have that. So I pretty much got exhaust going above it, above it one way and underneath it on the other side. So I'm going to get one that's for dual exhaust where it has the two loops, and do that before I take it to a muffler shop and have make good pipes on there. So right now, flex pipe can easily go underneath it and be the exact same length as the other side. So that worked out perfect. May not be the best, but it definitely will hold up and work for now. And this is definitely temporary, because I am going to put a solid pipe on there. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing how these off-brand mufflers will sound. See if they got a rumble, if they're quiet, you know, if they sound like they ain't even got a muffler on them. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be quieter than what was, which the way it's extended right now definitely sounds quieter than what it did when I had just open headers. Seems idle a little bit better like that too. So, but the main thing, well, there is one other little detail that I do have a problem with. The other day, after I got things kind of patched up, and I was wanting to move the truck to work on the exhaust. This is when the X-pipe was still kind of dangling underneath there, so I can figure out how to hook it up. And I got it crook up with the power. Well, that's after I got the power steering on there. I'm able to steer that thing real good now. I figured, well, I'm gonna go ahead and move the truck that way and have it in a better location in my driveway and have an easier time getting underneath it. crank it up, put it in reverse, nothing. Put it in drive, nothing. Now it doesn't mean the transmission's out. Just I already had a suspicion that it probably is a low in transmission fluid. So went ahead and checked it out, and sure enough, it's low in transmission fluid. I know where the leak's at. It's right where the speedo cable hooks up to. When whoever put it in last, somehow they stripped the bolt that's on that, and I think the gasket got messed up. Anyway, it leaks around that area. So I'm gonna either tap that screw, put a bigger one, fix it where it'll fit, or I'm gonna replace that rear bow housing part on the transmission. Anyway, it'll be where it's fixed and the speedo to go. And I'm thinking about instead of going with the manual that's on it, swapping everything over to electric. That way I can hook the speed sensor up to my PCM, and it'd know how fast I'm going, and I'd be able to have an easier time timing it when I do a tune, because right now it's just got the stock tune on it, so it's not tuned. So looking forward though first to see how it's going to run with stock. With the only information I gave him when I had it flashed was, hey, I'm using this with a turbo 350. So he's supposed to have pretty much turned it off, not get rid of the other stuff, but turn it off where I'm able to run it. But looking forward to being able to get things where I can actually drive it. Let me get on this road and I can talk a little bit easier instead of having my head turned. Whoops. So anyway, Friday I am planning on getting some transmission fluid in those pipes. Hopefully if the weather stays clear, and as you can tell without me having a shirt on, it's definitely got warmer weather, even though it's still in the winter time. I mean, it's been in the 70s these last 2 days. Oh, there's a lot of traffic and a lot of big dump trucks all of a sudden. Oh, here comes another car flying over the hill on the side that I need to be on. Small stuff I do need to fix. I got to rewire my radiator. When I braced the radiator up, I noticed the cooling fan, 2 of the wires is down, and I got to find where it is. It's no big deal. I got to just get it and plug it up. Got to straighten out some of the wiring where it's hanging down. Fuel line, when I ran it underneath, somehow I put it under the shifting linkage, and it should have been over the shifting linkage. So I'm either going to have to undo it from the transmission and move it over that way, or disconnect the fuel line and rerun it that way. Pretty much what I figure I'd do is undo it from the transmission and just get it where it's ran over, and then get that tighter and brace those hoses up. I still need to run the loom for the fuel pump wiring while it's going down there. I still have it loose for right now in case I need to move some stuff around. And then after this, which I'm already in the process of looking at what body parts I want to replace and how I want to go about it. First, what I'm planning on doing, I've already looked through LMCs how much brand new would be, but I'm going to try to go in the pull apart and seeing what they have, and maybe even grab a front clip off of a newer truck. I definitely want to replace the bed. I've already looked at the price of them, and there's no way I'll be able to afford it. I could buy a whole nother truck than buying those pieces, because that's over $2,000 for that if I was to replace new, and that's without the tailgate. That's not including that. That's over $2,000 just for the sides, the bed, and everything. Yeah, it's way out of my budget. I figured, I can buy a little bit here and a little bit there, put it up, and then put it all together at one time. It would be all right. But the only thing about it is, yeah, I couldn't afford the little bit at a time. There's only one part that I'd be able to afford new, and that'd be it. And I already got the rest that I want to get done. The hood and the fender is the most important things. The bed, I can actually do something else. I've been looking at used beds, and I don't really care if it's the same body style bed, as long as it's a long wheelbase and fit frame. I will figure out how to mount it. So, thinking about going with a 80 something to 90 something model bed, and whatever front end, if I can't find one that's new, the same body style as mine, go with a newer one. Which I'm trying to decide it between now and when my tax return comes in. Which, I mean, that's how all this started. Was I was looking for parts to fix my truck when tax return came, and which I was just looking for body parts and trying to figure out how I was going to fix the 350 that I was putting in there. Since the lockdown, I know it's going to have to pull it back out to tear it down. Then I happened to come across that 5.3, and the guy accepted my offer. And it would have been, if he had kept it similar body style as mine, except for it would have been a C10 instead of a C10. Now, when I did scan the number that was on that motor, the way I was reading it, came out of a 2002 Chevy Silverado 4x4. So I'm planning on doing a 4x4 swap sooner or later, and I'm still trying to decide which way I want to go about that. And I've been looking for the parts of which way I want to go on that as well. Been doing that for over a year now. Thinking about already set up, ready for me. Anyway, I think right now I'll crank it up, be able to run it, and everything's going to be running real good. I'm really looking forward to it. Matter of fact, I may be able to drive it some Friday. If I do, I'll be sure to videotape it, take y'all along with me. Then maybe do a little bit longer trip Saturday. Because this weekend I am planning on getting rid of some of the stuff that's in the bed of the truck. I got some that I need to take to my storage unit, some I just need to take to a dump and dump it out. I am still trying to decide if I want to keep the camper shell that I got on the back of the truck, or if I'm going to get rid of it as well. Because I definitely plan on replacing the bed, so the camper shell's got to come off sooner or later. If I go with a newer truck bed, that camper shell will actually work better with that, since it's for a newer model than what I got. I thought it was kind of funny. I think about 2 or 3 weeks after I first bought that camper shell, which I had to put some I think some 1x4 is what I used to get it where it set down, because it's a little narrower than the width of my truck bed. So I got it where it actually fit, And I was driving down, and there is a truck that was newer that had a camper shell that would have fit my truck, and he modified it to where it fit his truck. And I just thought that was so funny, because he had one that would fit mine, and I had one that fit his. His might have been in better shape than mine, though. Mine does got a cut on the side, and then the guy said he couldn't figure it out. The only thing he'd think of is his daddy when he's trimming, weeding the grass that cut through it. Almost to me, it looks like somebody took a chainsaw or a skill saw. I don't really see a weed eater doing that. But I'm trying to decide, because I have thought about even modifying that to a different way, but I have noticed that when I was cleaning everything up, getting all the leaves off the top, that it started dipping in towards the back of the top part of the camper. So I've been debating on, when I go to dump the haul stuff off that's in the bed, say, hey, gotta dump this off. If anybody else wants it, they can have it. And I'll just pay to have it dumped down there. I don't know. Still trying to decide. I mean, if I got rid of it, I would pretty much probably just give it away. I don't think it's worth much to sell. If I got rid of it, I mainly want to get it out of my way as soon as possible. So instead of selling it, I just give it away. So if anybody wants it, just let me know, which I know nobody's going to see this video for a while, because I don't have a few subscribers right now. Hopefully once I get the C10, do the driving and be able to do some changes on that, maybe I'll be able to give it some more subscribers. So I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, that reminds me, I have finally, which is something I've been working on to the side that I haven't been able to do on video yet. I finally got my mic, my amp, and everything where I can actually record sound on my computer and be able to do sound overs, workovers, do videos on my computer, and do it that way. I'm still learning the process, so that's the reason I haven't edited any video. As far as my editing, I have learned a lot about my new program, which I was just editing to try to make me like an intro clip, and the intro, some of the original footage that I was editing some of the original footage of when I started on the C10, and Lord, that video is just so shaky on that, because I took my sound off, I added music to it, and I was like, this is too annoying to even publish. Anyway, I'm home. I'm gonna get in here. I'm gonna rest up a little bit. If it don't rain, I might get out there and just clear up some of the wiring underneath the hood, clean out from under the hood. I've still got some tools and stuff underneath there. And anyway, have everything ready for Friday. I'm gonna do as much as I can to get it running. If I can't drive it Friday, I'm definitely going to Saturday. Don't know if I'll do the video Friday if I do drive it, but I probably definitely will Saturday. So look forward to that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.